even though I grew up in an era and in a time, and many of the fathers that are watching this video may have grown up at the same time or experienced it even these days. It was, because I said so. You were asked to do something or told to do something, and the response after you ask, well, why do I have to do that? Is because I said so.
Mhm.
Or be seen and not heard. And okay, that's all well and fine and dandy, but we're talking about creating legacy relationships with your son, and that doesn't lead to legacy relationship. That leads to distrust, and that leads to somebody just consistently being a little bit angry because you haven't taken the time or had the emotional maturity to sit down and explain to your son why A, B, or C is happening. And so that is a shift that if you can wrap your brain around the fact that, um, you know, by sharing something with your son, it's not like you're just like, you guys are equals. The fact of the matter is, what you're doing is you're explaining to him and you're showing the emotional maturity to be able to let him know, what your innermost thoughts are and how you came to those. And those are trust builders. And so that would be my recommendation. Practice sharing your rationale. And if you have a good rationale for it, it's not hard to do.
Yeah, yeah. And when I was growing up, you struggled with the fact that I didn't always express myself, right? I wasn't opening up. But the moment the moments in which you started to open up, that's when I began to open up. When you started to share your rationale, I gained a lot of respect for you because it felt like you were incorporating me into the decision making. Not necessarily prior to, but at least you were giving me the respect to tell me the reasons why I couldn't go hang out with these people or the reasons why, I wasn't able to have, X, Y, or Z. And that the awareness gave me a little bit of perspective and some wherewithal, right? It helped me build up my own critical thinking skills. And I love what you said about never wondering what I was saying because you were talking to me, right? And any father, any parent needs to understand that you'll never wonder what your child is thinking if you are talking to them and if
And
they're
if they're
talking to
talking
you.
to you, that's
Yeah,
it. Yes.
yeah. I mean, it's a two-way street, right? And so, yeah, communication is really, really important. Relationship management is really, really important. In fact, I think, we're going to have to do a separate video altogether just about all the competencies of relationship management because it's been really, really impactful for how it is that you've been successful, not only in your personal life with your relationships, but in your professional success. And it's also influenced the way that I've been able to be successful in the same
Mhm,
areas, right? And so,
mhm.
and as we begin to close down this episode, I just want to recap what the four pillars of social and emotional intelligence are. Self awareness is the first pillar. Self management is the second pillar. Having an awareness of others and then being able to manage our relationships.
Yes.
And my dad mentioned earlier in the episode about our Father Son Foundations group coaching program. In that program, we lay out and we teach dads how they can become a more emotionally intelligent father, how they can begin to cultivate stronger relationships with their children. And that starts with having a stronger relationship with yourself. So if you want to learn more about Father Son Foundations, check out the comment section below. We'll go ahead and leave a link so that you can access that information and join the next cohort. But this has been a great episode, Pops. I've enjoyed talking about this. I look forward to having more conversations around emotional intelligence because dads need to understand this.
If you want to have emotionally intelligent children, you need to be an emotionally intelligent father. And yeah, this was good, man. I enjoyed this conversation.
Definitely. All right, y'all. Peace.